I got back into Magic. As you can tell by the video, by the thumbnail and the title, I got back into Magic. And I decided to make a sealed deck because I don't know how to build decks. I've never been good at building decks when it comes to collectible card games or trading card games, whatever you want to call it. Not with Hearthstone, not with Magic the Gathering when I originally played it, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon. I was never great at making decks, but I want to get better. So I'm going to make a sealed deck out of the first 6 packs I opened in Bloomburrow, and we'll go from there. Maybe later we'll do a commander deck, which I think could be more fun to build, because some of the ideas I have for commanders are pretty insane. But let's get into opening packs, and let's build the deck. Now that I've opened all 6 booster packs for this sealed deck, I'm going to first sort them into their respective colors. Listening to Tolarian Community College's video on creating sealed decks, there's a traditional way of laying out the cards, that being WBBRG, or white, blue, black, red, green. But whenever anybody says something about traditionalists, I like to piss them off because I'm an asshole and I'm going to do it my own way out of spite. Once I'm done sorting them by color, I'll sort them into their general types. You know, creature spells and non-creature spells. Then from there, I'll start going through and actually reading and looking at cards to choose what my main colors will be and if there's enough in a certain... Once everything was sorted, I quickly eliminated green from being in the deck. There's just not enough creatures, and I don't think the spells were the best that they could be to synergize with other colors, so that got eliminated like right away. So I think the best course of action for building this deck is going with red and black, because I pulled the most spells, the most creatures from those 2 colors, and I think they can work the best together. Then I looked at what lands I had and what I kind of could do with those. Creature type. Do I have any, like, okay. Let's look by creature type. So with 3 Tree City, I'd have to say lizard. Then I pay 2 and tap if I have a bunch of lizards out. Now from what I've picked, let's see what curve I have. Now that I've got the curve all laid out, let's see what cards I did actually pull from this pack for this possible deck. I've got 3 Tree City and Uncharted Haven for my lands. Then 1 drops are War Squeak and Might of the Meek. For 2 drops, there's Coruscation Mage, Brazen Collector, 2 Agate Blade Assassins, a Steampath Charger, and a Persistent Marsh Stalker, along with Take Out the Trash and Hoarder's Overflow. For 3 drops, we got Roughshod Duo, Hearthborn Battler, Tempest Angler, Corpseberry Cultivator, along with Nocturnal Hunger, Dire Sight, and Valley Rally. For 4 drops, there's Frilled Spark Shooter, Alania's Pathmaker, Thornplate Intimidator, 2 Thornplate Intimidators, then a Sinister Monolith and Hazel's Nocturne. For my 5 drops, I've got Glide Dive Duo twice, Quake Tusk Boar, and Junk Blade Bruiser, along with an X drop of Stargaze. Oh, and two drops for my artifacts are 3 Tree Mascot and Bumbleflower Sharepot. I don't feel good about the deck, honestly. It feels weak. I'm not super thrilled about it. I don't think it looks that good. You guys in the comments, let me know like what you think. Like, is this a decent deck? So after, sorting it all out like this and going through what is in this deck so far, I did notice that I was a little over for what is suggested for sealed. For creatures, it's suggested to have 16 to 18. I had 19. For spells, it's suggested to have, I think, 6 to 8. I had 13. So I wanted to thin the deck down to get into those kind of parameters. I looked through my creatures really quick. I took out Tempest Angler and Frilled Spark Shooter. And then for my spells, I took out Bumbleflower Sharepot, Stargaze, Plunderer's Overflow, and Dire Sight. And that got me down to 17 creatures and 9 spells. So I'm a little over on the spells, but I think it's close enough. And here's what that final deck is turning out to be. 2 Fountain Port Bells, a 3 Tree Mascot, Uncharted Haven, 3 Tree City, Sinister Monolith, Hazel's Nocturne, Nocturnal Hunger, 2 Glide Dive Duos, 2 Thornplate Intimidators, a Corpsebearer Cultivator, 2 Agate Blade Assassins, a Persistent Marsh Stalker, Might of the Weak, Take Out the Trash, War Squeak, Valley Rally, Quake Tusk Boar, Junk Blade Bruiser, Elenia's Pathmaker, Roughshod Duo, Hearthborn Battler, Coruscation Mage, Brazen Collector, Steampath Charger, 6 Swamps, 6 Mountains. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I want to do more Magic Gathering stuff. Along with the other hobby stuff that I'm doing, like Warhammer and stuff like that, I still want to keep doing that. Still make some dioramas and some boards and stuff, like still do crafting stuff, but I also want to do this because I really like Magic the Gathering and like I'm getting back into it and I'm having fun with it, just building decks right now. I got to go to my local game store and actually play a bit, but just building decks I find really fun, and I'm having a good time is what I'm doing. I'm having a good time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video looking at the first sealed deck that I really ever built. And other than that, I hope you do the algorithm stuff, like, subscribe, leave a comment of what you think of my deck in there. And yeah, I hope you have a royal day or a royal night, and I will talk to you soon.